Buffalo on the road at Carolina. They are 7.5 point favorites. They're coming out of a bye, and they needed to fix some stuff as well, just like the Baltimore Ravens did. This defense for Buffalo, I mean, you can go ahead and say it. It's maybe one of the most disappointing units in all of the first, little bit here of the season. It was never supposed to be elite, but it was supposed to be good, and it's been bad. And often, honestly, the offense at times has looked pretty clunky as well. And so, did that bye week fix things? We'll find out. They're heading on the road as 7.5 point favorites, a 46.5 point total, and another quarterback question mark here in this one where it could be Andy Dalton.
Yeah, this is a spot where I was excited to bet the over, but we have to know if Bryce Young is playing. Not that Andy Dalton is much worse than Bryce Young, but Young's been pretty solid in this offense with him, especially in Carolina, has actually been one of the better offenses in the NFL. For some reason, once the Panthers get on the road, things change. But at home, they're putting up points in bunches. So if Bryce Young can play, I'll bet the over here. For now, I love a Bills team total over. It's sitting at 27.5. I know it's a pretty high number, but that offense is absolutely elite. There is nothing really this Panthers defense can do to slow them down. The strength of the Panthers defense comes in pass coverage. The Bills have plenty of guys. There's just too many bodies out there, and the Bills are just happy to run the ball. I think this could be a big game for James Cook. And again, as far as Buffalo coming off the bye, kind of agree at what you were hinting at here. If there's ever a chance for the defense to get right, this should be the spot with an extra week to prepare coming in against the Panthers offense, which again, I said has been good at home, but still there's some fair limitations here. I think if you can stack the box, slow this run game down, create things, make things be a little bit one-dimensional, there's a good chance here. I will say, Tet McMillan, great week for him. Get him in your DFS lineups. Bet all of his props. I think you ladder his receiving yards and stuff like that. But again, my favorite bet here, Bills team total over 27.5. I think Buffalo can score as many points as they want in this matchup.
Yeah, and guys, when I say we might get Andy Dalton, back-to-back DNPs for Bryce Young is why I said that. Ankle injury for him. We'll see what happens on Friday, but never looking too good if you can't get any sort of limited in those first couple of days. So we'll see there. I actually think Xavier Legette is fairly interesting from a prop standpoint. He's sitting in the low 30s. If this spread and total is correct, that means Buffalo's supposed to be winning handily, but there's going to be points scored in the game because it's still a fairly decent total in this thing, which means Carolina's going to have to do their part as well. And so we started seeing Xavier Legette last week out of nowhere just get peppered with targets. He was running around on every single snap, every single drop back, everything or whatever. People forget we're a year removed here, Noops, because he was so in and out of the lineup last year because of all the injury stuff or whatever. He's a first-round pick. Like, they used a first-round pick on this guy. So, I mean, it's not like they didn't like him or don't like him, whatever. It's just maybe this is the time for him to start to work back in there. And if they are going to be trailing and if there are going to be points in this like the market is indicating, then, low 30s on Xavier Legette, I think, is at least pretty interesting.
Yeah, I love that look, and I agree. Look, he's played about 75, almost 76% of snaps over the last 3 weeks, and has been at that level pretty much all season, except for the 2 weeks he missed. Jalen Coker is back. Maybe that takes away a little bit of kind of the shine that we see if we look at, but he seems pretty clearly entrenched to me as a top 2 wide receiver on a team that, like you mentioned, is going to be throwing the ball in bunches.